say is Valley Flying, and I'm not going to try to rant the entire video because we've had a couple days to think about this, and I know
process this a little.
Yeah, so we had our initial thoughts on Thursday, and then Friday, I put out some ranty videos, and then we've sat over the weekend. What's your take with the Captain Britain situation and what's going on with epic characters and the release method of the Illuminati?
I wish I could say a lot has changed, but honestly, we've gotten zero more information since that we've had on Thursday or Friday that I don't think a lot has changed. I mean, we still don't know if this is going to be needed for the next legendary Captain Britain, if Captain Britain is going to be needed for Professor Xavier, how much impact is going to make on Cosmic Crucible. I mean, can I skip this team and still perform well in Cosmic Crucible? Don't know. We don't know a lot of this stuff. So I don't know if my opinion has changed too much, but I definitely don't like that you have to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars to get each of the characters. And we still don't know we have to spend a lot of money to get characters to unlock Captain Britain. And then we still don't know how much to get Captain Britain up from a 3-star unlock to that 5-star or 6-star. A lot of stuff we don't know. So I don't know if my opinion has changed too much over the weekend. What about you? I mean,
well, what's this frame this video before we move on? I feel like that there are two player groups that are drastically negatively impacted by this situation. One is free to play, and this is going to widen the gap between spender and free to play. And there's been times in the game where that gap has been lower and greater. We talked about the old legendary unlock methods with like Phoenix and Magneto, how that was worse, and then it got more favorable when it was pivoted to Scourges and Morgan Le Fay and things like that. And we've kind of gotten used to having relatively good access to, the newest and the greatest and the latest as far as legendaries or even like Black Knight. They did a good job with that, right? This is a departure from that, and that is bad for free to play. Now, what you and I mostly relate to is very similar to this post right here. Newest version of the Epic character release is quite possibly the most tone-deaf change a developer could possibly make. They gone from heading in the right direction with the help of the player's voice movement. They departed. We're going to read their statement on this as well. To completely abandoning the vice of any players not on their payroll. Would you agree with? Is that your personal experience with this too? You were on the call with me, right?
Yeah. I mean, we gave him advice for Old Man Logan. They're like, hey, can you do this differently? Like, no. And then with this one, with the Illuminati, is like, this is not going to be received well by the community. Is there something else you could do? Like, no, it's locked in stone. So this, I don't know. They're going in this direction, and they take feedback and they pivot on a few things very quickly. Old Man Logan in this one, for some reason, they're like, no, this is how it's going to be.
Yeah, and so the reason why I relate to this post is that we both are in a situation where we spend it, like I spend a little different than you, and I just want to put this out there. Everybody spends, in different ways and reason based on their value system. I find value in buying the battle passes and initial character offers. I will buy one. I'll buy the cheapest one. If it's $25, I'll buy that. And then if it's $50, I'll buy that. And then very rarely do I buy anything outside of that. What is your spending patterns in this game?
Well, it used to be just the character offers, the cheapest one. It used to be either the 25 or the 50. Since Diamonds, though, it's kind of shifted because the characters, we're getting a lot more shards for them. And I was like, you know what? I'm buying these battle passes. Maybe I don't need these characters, because since they started adding that Crimson Gear into the battle pass, I'm like, I need this a little bit more than some of the new characters, especially because I'm getting all these shards in these events, and I can build these up to 5 stars within a couple months. So I've shifted from buying the characters to buying just the passes, and it seems like it's better. But now with this release method, it's, I don't know.
Yeah,
not sure what I want to do.
And so, and the reason why we're making this video is from the context of a player who is not adverse to spending. Neither of us are averse to spending, right? We will spend given value and given adequate disclosure on what we're going to buy. So largely this video is from that point of view. Does that make sense what we're trying to accomplish here? Free to play, this is just bad. I don't even think we need to talk about it. This is horrible for free to play, right? I mean, it's absolutely atrocious. And
let me just say, with the Magneto Phoenix, free to play there's a certain segment that could unlock. It wasn't a big one, but even those release method that the community thought were bad, free-to-play could still unlock. At this time, it doesn't seem like free-to-play is going to be able to unlock Captain Britain.
And that is also true with the other epic characters, because they related Captain Britain to be epic, and then they said that this was also similar to that of Zombie Juggernaut and Zombie Iron Man, and they said that they would have the epic tag as well. And we don't know what that epic tag will mean. Will that be an unlock requirement for something in the future? I don't know. We don't know, right? I don't think they know. But this is the part that I just wanted to echo what they said here at the player's voicemail. The council was looped in regard the unlock method for Captain Britain and given the opportunity to provide feedback. Now, we weren't really offered that, but they were. And suggestions. After discussion, which included proposals for free-to-play players to unlock, our suggestions were not accepted by the team at Scopely. The council is unanimous. We do not like the release method for the game or the community. We were able to talk to Scopely on Friday, but this was largely after everything had been released, right? They already had said what they were going to do, and we had similar objections, and we got the same response, right? Would you agree we got the same response?
We did. I think there's a separation between the Players Council and the envoys. They get that information way sooner than us, and I think we requested that because we want to make videos, be able to speculate on it. So they probably had a lot sooner than us, gave that feedback, maybe in time to get feedback. We got this information like a day before. They're like, oh, there's going to be a blog post coming out. Oh, the blog post got delayed. It's going to be released tomorrow. And then we got to...
I'm okay with that.
Fine. But if they're asking us to provide feedback, give us a provide feedback. Don't just say this is what it is, unless it's a rare instance that this is different.
So the reason why this is important is you must have at least 5 Illuminati characters for a future legendary character. So don't wait to start building up the squad to ensure you positioned well for the challenge. And so, yes, there's a total of 6 Illuminatis in the game, and we're just going to call Iron Man the worst. He may not be the worst. I don't want to get, depending on your star levels, but in general, my playtesting, other people have said that Iron Man is probably one that gets dropped off when you replace Captain Britain. So let's talk about the importance of Captain Britain. What is the importance of Captain Britain in the context of the next legendary, and what is the importance of Captain Britain as far as Crucible? So start with the Crucible.
Well, Crucible, we know it's going to be strong in Crucible, right? It's going to be related to Crucible. A lot of tags are Crucible defense. So this may be very, very good in Crucible defense. Is that going to be a problem for your overall rating in Cosmic Crucible? Maybe, maybe not. But when coupled with the trophy situation that's going on, the destruction of trophies and the player gap going to this middle segment, it may not even make a difference, because in individual battles on a week-to-week basis, yes, but in your overall rankings, overall rewards that you're getting, it may not even matter too much.
And so this to me feels similar in that of Zombie Juggernaut and Zombie Iron Man. Like, it's going to impact your arena, the Lions War situation, right?
Wars.
Maybe you don't care. Maybe you don't care, right? And that might, and I think if it was just that, it would be fine, right? If it was just a Crucible situation. Now, I deeply care about Crucible. Tell me why some people don't care about Crucible right now.
I know the trophy situation has made it not as fun for me. On a week-to-week basis, on the battle-per-battle basis, yes, I still like Crucible. But when I'm looking at the rewards overall, it's like I'm not really gaining anything. And as competitive I am, going 2-1 most weeks, once in a while, not winning, but sometimes going 3-0. I'm dropping season after season, the rank, especially with that. So Crucible's not as fun for engaged players. And obviously, if you don't like the game mode ever, then you wouldn't want to engage with it too much. So everybody has their own game modes that they like. But
we are in a situation today where Old Man Logan is very, very, very good. And if the future legendaries are anything like Old Man Logan, they are very, 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 very important. And they have told us that Illuminati is going to be required. We don't know if that's the only requirement. There could be a whole bunch of requirements, but there could be 2. There could be 3. There could be multiple teams. At what star levels? Now, so that's the problem that I'm having here is that this messaging right here is so convoluted. How many stars do you need to have Black Panther Shuri and Hank Pym at to get what star level on Captain Britain?
You got to read like the whole blog and then piece back for the second paragraph. But basically, it's a lot of stars. 5 stars for all these characters.
Yeah, so this is not explicit in this paragraph right here, but we're just going to break it down to you in a sentence that could be put in this is, if you want a 3-star Captain Britain, you must have a 5-star Shuri, Black Panther, and a 5-star Hank Pym, and the cost to do that is X.
Yes.
None of that there.
And if you want to get more stars for your Captain Britain, you need to buy offers. How much are those offers going to be?
Yes.
We don't know. It's not said in this blog post, but you will need to buy offers to get more stars on them.
And then something that would be helpful to put in this post is, if you want to get good, to be as competitive as possible in the next legendary, we're going to be star gating them again. And if you get a 3-star Captain Britain, which is not in this post, there's nothing in this post that says it's 3-star Captain Britain, but that's my understanding. Your understanding in game, he's 100 shard unlock.
Yeah.
You're going to have to spend X amount of dollars to get them to 4, 5, 6, 7. There's no disclosure, no opportunity to gather shards in this blog post other than spending money. So how does this make you feel about spending money on Shuri? What kind of information would you need to be more comfortable with that?
Obviously I would maybe forgo the Cosmic Crucible for Captain Britain, but I definitely want to make sure I get the next legendary. So I don't know if I got that information about Captain Shuri and Hank Pym, I still might purchase them in anticipation for the next legendary. I don't think I'm going to go all the way to 5 stars for them for Captain Britain, though, and I might hold off on Captain Britain for Cosmic Crucible. But I do want to know what's happening with the next legendary and Professor X. That's what I'm more concerned about. I would like the devs to get that information before Shuri offers go live.
So let's talk about some speculation here, and why we're at this place today is, one, we're speculating that Old Man Logan and there's going to be a total of 4 legendaries leading up to the age of X, right? That's going to be the Professor X, and the involvement of Old Man Logan in that process is unknown. I suspect maybe not, but we don't know. Right? We don't know what's going to be required to unlock Cerebro. They may not know either.
They may not know either.
They may not know either. It may not have been decided. So there's always this possibility that the legendaries are going to be used to unlock, Professor X. But I feel like it's going to be like Mephisto. Like, there was the age of Mephisto, let's say, and now we're in the age of X. So we don't know that. But the next legendary, we don't know if it's going to be the same as Old Man Logan with the 5-star gating, the 6-star gating, the 7-star gating. We do not know how many teams. All we do know is that 5 members of Illuminati. We don't know what the packs are going to be. What if the packs say turn on Crucible bonuses and the nodes are impossible without Captain Britain? We don't know. You know what I mean? Because you turn on that passive. You turn on that passive for Crucible, and he negates the effectiveness of the 7 super scrolls on the last node, which gives you all the points. Or the first node. The first node has 7 super scrolls. You know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. They might do that to counter what they did with Old Man Logan, right?
Yeah, we don't even know. So and then it's like, well, if I'm going to need, what kind of stars am I going to need? And then if I'm going to get a 3-star, just tell us it's going to be a 3-star. How much is it going to cost to get to a 4 and 5-star? How much is it going to cost to get Black Panther Shuri to 5 stars and Hank Pym? How generous are the events going to be? Because we can't make decisions. And I'm going to suggest that this is insanely frustrating, not knowing. And you think it'd be in their best interest to disclose this because...
I think it is in their best interest.
Yeah, wouldn't have more people perhaps purchase Star Brand if they knew the requirements? I know a lot of people were at the last minute scrambling to get Star Brand shards. And if they were told up front that it was going to be the way it was for Old Man Logan, maybe they would have bought him. So I feel like it's in Scopely, Marvel Strike Force best interest to disclose this information up front, right? Do you agree? I mean, why not? I mean, they just...
Well, they want to get the FOMO purchases, but I think they're going to get a lot more like legit purchases if they give that information. But that's my opinion. Maybe they have the metrics and they do better with the FOMO stuff. But I'm thinking that's what it's for.
And I know nobody's thinking about this, but this might be worse. What if they give us no information? I spend a lot of money on this stuff and then it's not needed.
That's worse.
That's worse.
That's worse.
I mean, I know there were situations where people spent on the Out of Time and the Cabal team and they didn't feel like they got their value with Old Man Logan because they could have spent less because there was no disclosure on how it was going to work or how it was going to play out. And so that's a little bit unfair. So Shuri will be going on sale tomorrow. And Scopely, I'm just letting you know, as a spender in this game, I want to get the next legendary. I really, really do, especially if the next legendary is going to be similar to that of Old Man Logan, right? Yeah. What is my path to that? Why are you expecting me tomorrow to buy Shuri up to 5 stars without knowing how much that's going to cost? And then once I do know how much it's going to cost to get Shuri to 5 stars, how much is Hank going to cost to get to 5 star? Then I'm going to get a 3-star Captain Britain. What is that going to cost to get Hank to 5? Do I even need to take Hank to 5 for the next legendary? Come on. Work with us, Scope. Work with us. Come on. Now, do I think it's wrong that it's not available to free to play in the way they're doing it? Absolutely. But if they're good, but if they're some people, some free to play. Yeah. If they're set on doing it this way, give us more information. If they're set on doing it the wrong way and reverting back, you know what I mean? Because, give us more information. That way I can uninstall the game or whatever I want to do, right? You know what I mean?
Maybe if it's that bad, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just give us more information. Right now they gave us little cookie crumbs. Anyways, this is probably my 3rd video I've made about this. How many videos have you made about this?
This is my 2nd and not the last.
Yeah, I do feel that they weren't really interested in, the player voice. I feel like what the player voice said, that was my experience with them as well, right? I mean, it was exactly the same thing. Suggestions are not accepted by the team. And which, what does it take? What does it take to, more Reddit posts, more Facebook? I don't know. I don't know.
More salt.
More videos.
More salt. Send them more salt.
More videos. I don't know. All right. So
let's make more.
Yeah, and I got to say that the comments in the videos have been through the roof. I mean, I looked at one of my last videos and it had hundreds. I mean, 200-300 comments where most of my videos have like 40-50 comments. Hundreds of comments on a video. So it is important to the community. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Anything you want to say before we go?
Hopefully the devs give us more information. Come on, Scopely. Come on. Give us more.
Okay. Bye for now.